I worked for a brief stint at a software development company. My boss was brilliant, really brilliant. Not just smart, but the kind of smart that makes you wonder if he ever struggled with anything in his life. He had a presence about him, like he knew exactly what he was doing at all times. I mean, he was tall, self-assured, carried himself like he never doubted a single decision in his life. And he had the credentials to back it up. A presidential award for academic excellence, a reputation for solving impossible software problems, a team that trusted every word that came out of his mouth. And then there was me. I was one of the team members. I was competent. I wasn't there by mistake. I had some skill. I had some experience. But still, I couldn't shake the feeling that at any moment someone was going to tap me on the shoulder and say, "Hey, we actually meant to hire someone else. Our bad." This was my first real encounter with imposter syndrome, even though I didn't have a name for it at the time. At that moment, I wasn't thinking about my qualifications. I wasn't thinking about how I got the job. I was thinking about how much I didn't look like him. He made it look effortless. I was over here sweating through my shirt, trying to keep up. And that's the thing about leadership. It always looks effortless from the outside. Leadership has a way of making you feel like you're the only one struggling. You look at the people who led before you and think, they never doubted themselves the way that I do. You hear the confidence in their voice, the certainty in their decisions, and you assume that they just had it, like they were cut from a different cloth. But were they? Did they actually have it all figured out? Or did they just know how to carry the weight of uncertainty without letting it show? Because, let's be honest, we only see their confidence, not the doubts that came before it. We don't see their hesitation, their sleepless nights, the moments they wanted to walk away. We don't see the inner war that they fought before they stood up and said, "This is the way forward." What we see is the polished version. And when you compare your messy, unsure, doubtful self with someone else's highlight reel, you will always feel like an imposter. Listen, you didn't trick anyone into putting you here. You didn't slip through the cracks. You didn't sneak in through the back door while no one was looking. You were chosen. And here's what's crazy about that. The people who put you here were not blind. They weren't oblivious to your flaws. They weren't unaware of your shortcomings. They saw them. They saw them clearly. And yet they still said, "Yep, this is the one." Because leadership is not about having no weaknesses. It's about having strengths that matter. The people who put you here weren't looking for perfection. They were looking for potential. And for some reason, they saw it in you. So if they have that kind of faith in you, why is it so hard for you to trust them? Imposter syndrome has a way of warping reality. It makes you think that if leadership is hard, it means that you're not cut out for it. That if you feel like you're in over your head, it must mean you don't belong. But the truth, this is what it's supposed to feel like. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable because you're stretching. You feel unqualified because you're actually being challenged. You feel unsure because you're doing something that matters. The people before you felt this way. They just didn't let it stop them. And neither should you.